Hey, welcome to Shawn Hayes Falconry. Hi, I'm Shawn Hayes, and today I want to talk about one of the training tools, or a couple of the training tools that I use to help train my falcons. And we're talking about the hoop drone. The hoop drone is a drone that Warner Lane helped me design and put it all together, and it has worked for me over the last 2 or 3 years, and I'm really excited about this new design that Warner designed. It's not really a new design, but it's a drone that he calls, we call the mothership. And the reason call it the mothership is because when he first built it, he had a camera on it and he put all these different components on it, and which was cool. But I told him I didn't really need all the extra components on it, like the camera and the gimbal and all that stuff. I wanted to use it as a training tool just to raise up the bait for my falcon and be able to fly for long periods of time. And so Warner kind of just scaled back on it, but he made it a lot more lighter. The only thing that's really heavy on it is this Tattoo 10,000 battery. And this battery is really cool because this allows this drone to not only fly longer, but it also gives this drone a lot of power that enables it to carry up heavier stuff. We've been testing the mothership, and maybe 200 to 220 grams of weight we have been able to pull up to 1,000 feet for almost 40 minutes, 45 minutes actually. So that's a significant amount of time and weight that you will be able to use not only for the drone, but for carrying other things if you choose to use so when you're training a falcon. But as I said before, when I did these some of my other videos, this drone is actually designed for guys like me who don't really know how to work on them. And so he designed these drones, as you can see, as a hoop trap. So when it crashes, it's going to crash in a way to where you can be able to fix it again. So if it crashes this way, it's going to smash in. And these are arrow rods. Are these carbon fiber, Warner? These are carbon fiber rods that they use for bow and arrows. And so Warner has designed this so when it crashes, they're going to break and you can replace them. Like we were talking about it today, if you break this, you don't have an extra rod, if you have a wooden dowel, you can replace it. And there's so many different components that you can use and change up. So the main thing I like about it is if I crash it, or when I do crash them, I can actually myself fix these out in the field, which I've have done in a couple of times. So if Warner's going to explain to you a little bit more in detail, I just focus more on the operation and how it handles when I'm training my falcon. He does more of the building. There's 17-inch props, which allows you to carry the bait up higher. And what I liked about this mothership, I don't know if it has anything to do with the props or what, but this thing is really, really quiet and it's really smooth. So the mothership, I think, is the way to go if you want to carry heavier weights up, lures up to fly your birds. The motors play a major role. I have Warner talk to you a little bit more about that. But as far as the time, which we all really need when training our falcons with the drone, we really need the time. And so the time I account to are these, like I said, the batteries. And so this is the mothership. And this here is the standard hoop drone. This is the drone Warner built for me. You can see he used the different wires, and it's a little bit more solid. The only thing that we need to change out on this drone is the props are these are 12-inch.
13.
These are 13-inch. We're going to put the 17-inch,
16
props on this, and it'll be able to fly with the battery that I have 30 to 35 minutes. And so the type of falconry that I practice and train my falcons with this drone really, really, really suits me for what I do. I'm able to fly it a lot further away and not as high as I do with the mothership. And that's what I really like about this size drone. It's a really, really compact. It also flies smooth depending on what blade you put on it. Warner put these 13-inch blades on here, as the testers, and I have to take this one home and put my bigger blades on it. But this is the new one that he built me. And I'm like I said, you know, the good thing about this design for this falconry drone is the fact that you can crash it, and Warner will give you the instructions on how to repair it. I mean, it's simply and really easy to do. It's, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. And so it's a really well made design, well made drone for use for not only for recreational but for falconry. And so this is my new one. I can't wait to use it. We're going to test. Warner test flew it a couple of days ago. We're going to test fly it tomorrow, and I'll put my bird on it or birds on it and let you know how it does. So there's the one. Put this one back, and here's another one. I'm going to show you this one for another reason. Here are these kinks. You can see I crashed this one from about 800, maybe even higher. It came crashing down, and this is the one that I was able to fix and repair out in the field, and was able to use it again before I was able to bring it back to have Warner work on it. But something Warner found out yesterday, he was doing some testing. These are hula hoops, and they're the flat-sided hula hoops with the other side are rounded. And he likes to do that because he's able to, you know, put the legs on it, and it's easier for him to put the motors on it, and it crashed a lot better. He used about 3 or 4 different types of hula hoops, but he liked this. But what was really cool, what he found out this yesterday, we found this out yesterday, these little kinks right here, if the drone crashes too much or you don't have access to get this hula hoop, you can actually repair these kinks by heating them up with a, not a lighter, but a heating gun. And you can shape this back into shape. And we haven't done this one yet because we're gonna, he's gonna do some more stuff with this, and so I'll have actually 2. But that was something he figured out yesterday. So I don't know really else to say. You have anything you want to say about these? I think they're pretty cool. And the battery that I use for this one is the Tattoo 10,000. This is a 10,000 too?
It's a 4-cell.
4-cell. This is a 4-cell. The big one is a 6-cell. And I can get 30 to 35 minutes of honest falconry training from over 1,000 feet with this drone and this battery. And so it's really useful for me, because when you're first introducing a falcon to the drone, sometimes the falcons kind of take their time on going to the drone. And so what happens is if you're flying about a drone that doesn't have that battery life, the drone will actually start dropping. And once your falcon sees that, your falcon will learn that after a certain amount of time that drone will start dropping, and the falcon will mentally take advantage of that and wait for that drone to start dropping and go for it. With the 30 to 35 minute batteries and these 35 to 40 minute batteries, you'll have a much lesser chance of your falcon learning how to figure out when the drone starts to come down. And so, like I said, when training a falcon with me, time is of essence, because you know, you want your bird to get up there as fast as possible, but it always doesn't work out that way. So we decided to do a little video and do a little introduction on the drones that that Warner designed a couple of years ago. So we'll be posting stuff on the Falconry Drone website on Facebook, and on my website when I get it up. So thanks.